Here's Michael Komorn with more Planet Green Tree.
All right, we're back. Thanks for staying with us. Planet Green Trees, episode number. What number is it? 534. We're calling it Canna Jam Slam.
Canna Jam Slam.
We're joined by
Canna Jam Slam.
We're joined by legend Darren McCarty, who was going to be there performing his Slapstick comedy tour, and we had to hold back. Jimmy tried to ask you 4 times, who's going to be there? What's the warm-up back? What should we expect from the Slapstick tour?
Some jokes, and I'm going to probably tell some stories that we were all been a part of. I'm going to remind you of what's coming in the Red Wing world, but we'll talk about some things we have in common, not just cannabis, but maybe other things. But the very beautiful and very wonderful Chrissy Kinney is opening up. She is foul-mouthed and hilarious. She's one of my favorite comics, and also a good friend. It's actually she's part of our crew and stuff now. So I just collect these great comics and great people, just like you do with the people that have compassion for everybody else. So I look forward to having a great time, just being around, the like-minded people and learning. I always learn, man. It's unbelievable. It's great to be a sponge and be able to know what's happening and see where everybody else is passionate about. And it's going to be a great time. I can't wait to see everybody.
I had a bunch of other things I want to talk about from the break that we were kind of talking about, but I think I want to bring this up. And this has been one of the talking points, Darren. I feel like you're kind of talking around this. I just want to kind of try to, because I think it's like the talking point, which is this event. I'm billing it as, look at, there's so much divisiveness in our country right now. People can't get along about anything. There's like 2 sides. Everyone's tribal, more than ever. But, and it's been said before, cannabis is a unifying issue, right? Like most people, if not 80% of Michigan in the country is in favor of medical cannabis. There's no question about that. Just, simple 12 years ago, it was the devil's lettuce,
The devil's lettuce.
And but now here we are. The state has legalized it. The state has legalized it, and how's the state doing? Sky isn't falling. Kids aren't eating dogs. The state happens to be bringing $110 million in sales, and that's like it's like $1 billion.
I haven't heard that one.
Isn't there a lot of danger out there? MCMA.
If it was, they'd be able to identify. They'd be able to identify those facts. There isn't any. They just have to rely on the children and stuff. But my point is that, despite tribal politics or divisiveness, cannabis became legal because enough people, believe that it should not be criminalized, and at least should be treated as similar to alcohol, as the campaign and the messaging was. And as we stay here today, I think it's fair to say, when people can join and sit down and gather over music and cannabis and food, you're more likely to discuss things that you're going to get along about if you're already agreeing to some things, and it just creates a certain amount of civility.
Yeah, everybody loves tacos.
Yeah, civility. You know what I mean? And I just think that it serves as a gel for people, and it's something we could, we agree. I think there's more people that agree about cannabis and disagree about everything else, and you can't really say that about any other one issue that would bring them in. You know what I mean? I don't think there's something that goes across the bear. Darren, what do you think about that theme? You think there's something to that?
Yes, absolutely. It brings up that what you show me on TV or tell me on the internet, that's not my world. Come out Saturday to Ypsilanti to Canna Jam and come and see my world, because if you're not doing what I'm doing, then stay away. But if you are interested and you want to be, what do you mean by that? Because we're not here to argue, but we're here to answer questions all day long, because this is everybody's. It was put here for everyone. That is why when you look around and you will come and see, when you look around and you'll see everything that you'll ever see in this world, and you can get along and you can relate to something and come, and if you're educated. So that is, you want to see Darren McCarty's world, please come out and you can meet some of the people that are important in Darren McCarty's world too. And then you can hear Darren McCarty tell you about how we all beat up Vladimir.